Known for some incredible wings and one of the league's most passionate fan bases. We're just outside of Buffalo at Highmark Stadium in Orchard Park, New York. Today, we have an all-AFC meeting between the Baltimore Ravens and the Buffalo Bills. Here's Tyler Bass to get this one started. And we're off and running from Western New York. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. Trying the right side. And our first play in the game is going to net them a single yard.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Back-to-back carries here. And in a blink, they are off to midfield before somebody manages to stop him. It's a 13-yard play, and that's enough for the first.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Coming to the line for another 1st and 10. They go play fake with Jackson. Escapes the pocket. Now here he goes. And he fights his way down to the 35 before the defense can get him out. They'll pick up 14 yards on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first.
Well, I think he was looking for that running lane and that running room from the very start right there, partner. Even as he worked through his progression initially, he was waiting for space to open, and then he takes advantage with his legs.
On 1st down, they'll run. And he cuts it back right. And he's going to get this down to the 9. That puts him in goal to go.
To me, now is the time to step on the gas, and you see this more and more in today's game, and it's the right move. Get that explosive run, get right back to the line of scrimmage, and don't let this defense breathe.
Solid opening drive so far, Brock. Few chances to cap it here. This is 1st and goal. Back to the well again. So some defensive initiative in that goal to go, Brock. They take him down behind the line. 2nd and goal coming up. And it's not just you quarterbacks, Brock Hewitt, who've got to have short memories. You tell me this too, defenses need them sometime as well.
Yeah, 100%. You give up a big run, well, too bad. No time to dwell on it because you got to line up, buckle up that chin strap, and try to knock them backwards.
Headed in the wrong direction, Brock, as they take 2nd and goal now from the 13. Changing it up here, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose, incomplete. He was looking for Mark Andrews, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. Well, for a great opening drive, this is where you can run into that speed bump. We see it all the time, getting down near the end zone and trying to find your way in.
Yep, operated so well and efficiently, but when you get into the scoring zone, the red zone, that's when the pressure ramps up.
He's got it. And he'll go down shy of the end zone. They mark him at the 4.
Feet and eyes, Kate. Feet and eyes. They so often tell the story of every position on the field. When that quarterback's feet and eyes move to his secondary read, and so often it's a tight end, well, it's incumbent on that defense to fly to the ball. You want to make that tackle, force the 4th down? It took a great defensive effort to do it.
All right, so they're going for this. I like this being aggressive from the get-go on their opening drive. Now movement as somebody goes early, and for the first time today, we're going to hear from our officials. One of the most common penalties in the sport, and the reaction, it's the same every time, Brock. Frustration from the coach as they get backed up 5 yards. Even following the penalty, Brock, they're still trying it. 4th and goal. You're going to try to throw for it. Brought in. And this defense completes the goal line stand. What a start to their game as they get off the field with a turnover on downs.
I think this defense was resigned to giving up 3 points on the opening series. Instead, well, they got the chance to deny them anything. And boy, did they ever attack it.
Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10. First down of the game for James Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play.
Job one of so many D tackles in this league is eat up space. Don't get moved off your spot. But the difference makers, they just not only eat the space, they eat those runners too.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Finds him over the middle. And we give him about that 15-yard line before they're able to drop it. And that one goes for a gain of 11. And that's good for a Buffalo first.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
Handoff, headed right. It's Cook. And he'll scurry forward for a pickup of 3.
I know that may look like a whole lot of nothing burger on the stat sheet, but those are the kind of plays, that inside run, that you see creative play action come off of later in the game.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, it's Allen. Complete out to the right. And he's going to be brought down right at the 35. It's a great pickup, 16 yards, and now they've got 1st down.
The numbers are pretty clear, Kate. If you get explosive plays, those explosive plays on drives lead to points. You can't ask for a better start offensively.
All set to go now from the 35.
Round 80! Alert! Attack!
Straight ahead, here's Cook. No room up the middle, none outside either, Brock, so give him just 2 yards on that carry. Only 2 yards, and it brings up 2nd and 8.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Following that little 2-yard run, it's 2nd and 8.
Round 80!
Allen setting up play action. This is complete to Dawson Knox. And a great play is brought to an end as this one reaches the 35-yard line. How about 29 yards on that play, partner, as they get the chains reset.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
They just keep working it forward early. We've got 1st and 10 now from the 35. Now Allen off the play action. And he's going to be brought down at the 23-yard line. They'll move the chains after that pickup of 12.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips, cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
So through one, this game, more for you defensive maestros out there. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. We'll return to Highmark Stadium in just a moment. We're back for the second quarter. Bills in possession of the football. They're looking at yet another 1st and 10 on this drive. It's Allen out of the pistol. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. So his first blemish, Brock, after that perfect 4-for-4 start. And wouldn't expect one incompletion, though, to stop him from leaning on him this opening drive.
No, I don't think so. And I think more than anything, you see the defense kind of... ball can hit the ground on this side.
Brought in close to the 8. Give him about 16 yards on that game, Brock, and it sets him up with 1st and goal.
They like to say it's about the Jimmies and the Joes. I think that's about the X's and the O's. That's a well-drawn-up completion that nets them a 1st down.
319.
Now the shotgun give to Cook. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. The Bills get the game's first points here in the second. It's a James Cook touchdown. Tyler Bass on now for the extra point. The point after splits the uprights. And they add one on to their first touchdown of the contest. Bass now to kick this away. This one's fielded at the 4-yard line. And he's brought down inside the 20 on an uneventful effort.
1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Baltimore offense to the line now. 1st and 10. Running this one left. They're going to bring him down after his play rips off quite a chunk of yardage there. Up to the 30. It's a gain of 11 there. That picks up the 1st.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it can set the table for more.
Going to the ground again on 1st. And he's going to be driven out, but a nice pickup. Gained about 8, 2nd down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
1st down carry, got him 9 yards. Here comes 2nd and 1. Now here's Lamar. Nice work by the back here, playing safety valve, complete. And he's tackled with a 1st down yardage.
It sure seemed like he knew exactly where he was going with that right off the snap.
They'll run here on 1st down. And this one's going the wrong way. Nice win for that defense as they send it backwards. That goose egg up on the scoreboard, Brock, that is not going away anytime soon if they keep having plays like that.
They really need something. An injection of energy here. Nothing will take the spark out of a series quite like getting stuck for a loss.
Offense to the line. 2nd down. Back now. Pressure coming. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Just couldn't hang on through the contact. So they're left facing 3rd and long. Working across the middle, Brock, it is tough for anybody to make plays through all that mess, even when you're the biggest and baddest pass catcher on the roster.
But as a tight end, you're going to be disappointed because that's what you're paid to do. It's one thing for those undersized receivers you talk about. It's another one for these big tight ends. You are paid to make that catch through contact, and he couldn't do it.
And this is another incompletion. First time this game they've looked to him. And they're going to be stuck with a 4th and long. Baltimore lined up in punt formation. Brad Robbins will kick it away. And hey, at least he held onto the football, but they will get nothing on that return. All right, Bills to the line now. 1st and 10. Play action now. Allen. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. Tough one to retain through that hit. And now it's 2nd down.
Kate, it just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, well, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Working from the gun, it's Allen. Downfield, and Shakir has it. He's going to have this up near the 40, just a little bit short of it. It's a gain of 22. And the Bills have a 1st down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap 1st down.
So fresh set of downs now from the 39.
Half 35. We'll go.
Trying it left side with Cook. And he gets it forward to still about a yard out of that. Chidobe, Awuzie, they're on the tackle.
Sometimes you just feel like in the background of every ho-hum run is a bigger play. Just needed one more component. Hit that extra block a little longer. Find the lane quicker. The defender maybe a half step late. And this could have been much, much more exciting.
Allen. Here's a screen for Cook. That screen sniffed out quickly, shut down behind the line. And not much scoring to this point as we've reached our 2-minute warning. Bills with the lead here at Highmark. Third and 10. Can this offense get it done? They'll air it out on 3rd. Oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks. Well, I know I don't need to tell you, partner, but if you're going to try to get aggressive, really push a throw downfield like that, you have to be smart about how you do it.
Yeah, that is spot on, Kate. If you got to find that spot when you know the coverage won't be able to hold up, especially as you go 20, 30, 40 yards down the field. Hey, listen, these defenders in the league today, you throw a ball deep down the field like that.
And they will take this into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. The Ravens earn the chance to tie before halftime. Mark Andrews with the touchdown. And he does not tie this game. His extra points off. They remain down by 1. So following that missed point after, he's going to stay out there and send it away. Ty Johnson now to return.
The Bills take over 1st and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10.
Round 80.
Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. Has him on the quick hitter. A small gain up to about the 32. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith. 5 still to go here. This is 2nd down. And they're going to throw out of the gun. Good play on the football defensively. He knocks it away, and that's going to bring up third down.
Just cannot afford right here, Kate, to go 3 and out. Not when you watched your counterpart score a touchdown. Got to cling to that lead and find a way to convert this third down. It's a big one. And cut off some of the mojo from the other side.
Allen on third and short. Drops it off to Cook. And they drop him with a big hit, but it's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too. The Bills are going to go ahead and call their first time out. First down from the 42.
Stay tight.
To throw again, it's Allen. Challenges double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Marlon Humphrey. Well, they've still got the lead, Brock, but they've been unable to find any separation, and now a couple of drives in a row have ended with interceptions.
Might not have cost them the lead quite yet, Kate, but you just know this offensively. Like, you just continue to make mistakes, errors, turnovers. You give your opponent life. That's not the place you want to be.
That one intended for Mark Andrews, and that'll bring up second down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
After the incompletion, still at the 38, it's second and 10. Now a give running right. And he is hauled down right at that midfield stripe. Prior to first down, they decide to call a timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
Hey, middle. Come on. Go ahead.
First down, here's Lamar. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And they've got a little extra distance now to make up here on second down.
9 yards. It's second down.
Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's second. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Quick, ready?
Second down and 19 yards to go after that sack. Lamar now from the gun. To the sideline and intercepted. No, it's incomplete. He had the pick. Just couldn't hang on, though. And this drive lives on to see third down.
I hate to be Mr. Negative guy, but a sack 2 plays ago, an incompletion right there. All that's missing, Kate, is an interception on this play, and you're going to hand this quarterback a misfortune trifecta that nobody wants.
Onward.
Well, even after the dropped INT, Brock, this drive's days seem numbered, and they've got third and long here. Buffalo calls it second time out of the half. And they still have one in their pocket for what's left of this half. Lucky to avoid that turnover. Might need some more luck here if they want to convert on this third and long. Here he goes, third and long. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Couldn't connect with Puka Nacua. So that brings up fourth and long. And Robbins on again for another punt. And it'll be touchdown a little before the 20.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
$19 seconds remain in our opening half. Let's see what they do with it. Oh, we've got a collision in the backfield, Brock. That football's out. But it looked like a member of the Bills was able to get to that one, so possession remains with them. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Tyler Luke to kick off for Baltimore.
All set up. Here's Luke to kick it away. Johnson now on the return. And this will give him some decent field position here, partner. And this gets out to the 30.
At their own 30-yard line.
The Buffalo offense to the line. Here's 1st and 10.
Brown 80!
Play action now with Allen. Finds him on the crossing route. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that 1st down. They get 22 out of that play. Yeah, that's good for a Buffalo first.
1st and 10 at the
You know I love
48-yard
those chunk
line.
completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
Look out!
Allen on the play action. Blitz is there, and he goes down. And the big play drives them backwards. 2nd down coming up.
Brings up 2nd and 17 at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, it's Allen. Going for his back, but it's incomplete. That's going to bring up 3rd down.
I know that you and I love, Kate, looking at plays, and discussing them, and all the different outlets and checkdowns, and usually there's a completion to be had, but not against this defense. Not on that one.
Third and long for him here. And they make the tackle at the 38. Well, most drives should end right there, but they beat the defense and converts on 3rd and 17. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38. Enough from the pistol to Cook. Drops by the first guy he met. No gain on that 1st down run.
Well, no springing a big play on that one. It's just going to simply be used as a setup play, whether that's another run or eventually what I love, setting up a play-action pass off that counter action.
From the shotgun, it's Allen. Short pass brought in. And he gets leveled just before he reaches the marker, and that hit prevents a 1st down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Allen on 3rd and 2. He's got it near the 8. And into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Buffalo. The Bills grow the lead coming out of halftime. It seems like a lot of the time, Brock, even if the results aren't quite as flashy every rep, tight ends are even more reliable scorers than a lot of receivers are when it comes to the passing game.
Yeah, I would agree with that, but there's also a lot more real estate for them to work with. Right? Think of the receivers. They got to deal with the sidelines, that 12th defender. Many of these tight ends, they've got a ton of field to work with, and when they prove to the quarterback they can be a difference maker, he'll look for them.
They'll return here. This kick's going to wind up as a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10.
Hey, hey, shut up!
Shotgun snap to Jackson. Forces that one, and it's intercepted. Quincy Williams has it. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season. Well, no doubt they envisioned that as the start of a second-half push for the lead. But the defense, well, defense had other ideas, Brock, protecting their team's advantage and taking possession back on the first play of the series.
Not the way you needed to start the half if you were thinking comeback, but exactly the way to start the half if you're trying to take this lead and step on it. That's a defender who sensed the need for a splash play and delivers. This defense, they had a plan. And they've done an excellent job executing it. Instead of a main character, they've reduced this receiver to a footnote. Kudos to the job collectively on defense.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10.
319!
Back to the air, Allen. That's Knox, he's got it. And he's got a decent gain before being brought down.
That's not a big completion on the stat sheet, but that's a big contested, what I call gritty catch right there. And that's what the best tight ends will get you.
Allen from the gun here on 3rd. Pressure's there, and he goes down again. And the defense comes through. That's going to back him up and bring up 4th down. The Bills with a punt team out there. And he's hoping for a well-placed strike. He was only needed twice in last week's win, and he gets this one away.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 17-yard line.
Starting out trips right here. 1st and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. Completed to his running back. And this one doesn't go far. Offense up to the line fast. It's coming here. Jackson. The left side caught by Andrews. What a hit! He gets flattened to the ground.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight ends short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And this is going to go in the wrong direction. He loses just about the amount of yards they needed to get there. It's going to be 4th down. The Ravens getting ready for the punt.
It's 4th down.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. So that one looked like it didn't make it to midfield, and yep, that's correct. They're marking it out beyond the 45, but short of midfield logo. 1st and 10 now from the 46. They'll try the right side with Cook. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that 1st down play. Their dominance against his ground game rolls on, Brock. Add another stop to what's going to be some real nice film for them to watch.
How many times do you think in your lifetime, Kate, you've heard from a defensive coordinator, job number 1 is?
Stop the run.
And they've been doing it.
Just 1 quarter remaining in this one. It's Bills ball. We'll see if they can hang on to this lead till the end. Back to the line they come, 2nd down.
319! What's up?
Allen to throw. Out to his wide out, it's a screen. Attacking the screen. Look at this defense, getting him down behind the line.
You call that receiver screen, and every once in a while, that wide receiver, well, he's got to be his own blocker. He's got to make the first guy or two miss. That didn't happen, play goes nowhere.
this drive in some serious trouble. It's 3rd and 12. Throw here, 3rd down. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
Okay, this quarterback gets out of the pocket. Genuinely a coin toss whether he's going to keep it with his legs or put in the air. Sigh of relief there defensively as that ball falls incomplete.
He's hit before he can get anything on that return.
1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
All right, working from the gun to start. 1st and 10. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And they blow up the opening play of this drive. Love the aggressiveness from this defense.
It's a loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and 12. At the 16.
The throw outside, and they might throw this again. Finding room at the 30. And they'll finally get him at the 47-yard line. That one goes for 31 yards. And that's good for a Ravens 1st down.
A gain of 31 yards. 1st down, Baltimore.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. Got a man downfield. It's Bateman. They're going to keep moving forward, Brock, down inside the opposing 30. That goes as a gain of 25 yards and picks up the 1st.
And those are the completions they rely on in their passing game.
1st down, Ravens.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. That one intended for Mark Andrews. So it's 2nd down coming up.
No surprise to see the quarterback go back to that well. That security blanket that's been his tight end all game long. But finally, this defense has an answer.
Ball still on that 29-yard line as they come up to it. 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Lamar. Absolutely fires this one right side. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact.
You know, that type of play is so doggone impressive. Not just because it saves a touchdown. He had timed that perfectly to knock it free without drawing a flag or letting him establish possession for the score.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down.
Middle.
He'll throw it. Hits him on the out route. And he gets this down inside the red zone before going out.
You've got to be cognizant of where the line to gain is. You can't run that route short, and you certainly can't throw it. That route's just not deep enough. Needed to extend it closer to the chains for a 1st down.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down.
Sit up.
Trying to push this past the marker. And this one's overwhelmed. They drive it backwards and off the field with this turnover on downs. First call here coming from the shotgun. Shotgun handoff now to Cook. And into a sea of bodies he goes. Looks like they'll get about 3 out of it.
That is simply a stay on schedule kind of run. Nothing more, nothing less, just right on schedule.
4 yards on that 1st down run. Here's 2nd and 6. Play action now. Allen. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
Well, that's one you chalk up to the pressure earning that incompletion. They came in before he could find a target, hit him, altered that last-second attempt to get rid of it.
He's back to throw. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete.
You never, ever, as an offense, like 3-and-outs, Kate, but you really don't like them on 3rd down when you throw into tight coverage like that. Got to manufacture a better look.
He has it at the 13. formation here to start. Up close to the 30.
DC, man.
Ravens to the line now. 1st and 10.
Yo.
They go play fake with Jackson. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. 2nd down coming up.
Even the best of them could be hurried into a throw before they're ready, and that pressure just messed up all the timing, the rhythm, and the clock of the quarterback.
2nd and 10, so at the 28. Trying the right side. Looks like he gained about 3 yards. It's also going to bring up 3rd down. Offensive line fast.
It's a gain of 4. Brings up 3rd and 6.
Looking to throw. Got a man, that's Nakua. And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
A gain of 9 yards. And the Ravens.
Play action, here's Jackson. Taking a deep shot here. This could decide things. It's intercepted. Maxwell Hairston picks it off. And the Bills take possession as he makes his 4th interception of our season.
Jackson's pass intercepted. The Bills take over 1st and 10.
All right, excellent field position for the Bills as they set up 1st and 10. Cook trying this one up the gut. He's got him 6 yards on that carry. It's 2nd down. We've hit the 2-minute warning here in Buffalo. Bills up by 8. Second and 3 now. It's a designated keeper for Allen. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout. With 1:54 remaining, the defense burns a timeout. That one felt kind of counterintuitive there, Brock. They load up the line with that extra blocking, and then the run goes out to the edge anyway.
That's right. You put 2 tight ends on the field, yeah, you can live with a stalemate. It's hard to move people in the NFL, but you do not want to go backwards.
So with that play clock winding down, we're going to get a timeout. And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. So a tough spot now. This is 3rd and 9. Back to throw. And they're going to hold him down just shy of the 40. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Bills have a 1st down.
Bills, 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
This is Cook on the handoff. Cuts right. Down to the 10. Touchdown, Buffalo! The Bills have a commanding 14-point lead now in the 4th. It's a James Cook touchdown. So that should be the one that does it, Brock. A big one late that puts him up here 2 scores.
What a complete performance overall. The clock where it is and where it stands right now, Kate, that should be the capper. And that is so satisfying as an offense to go up 2 scores.
Bass now to kick this away. Return starts at the 3. Shoves him off. Only manages to get this back to the 20 before he's taken down. offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. He's going to throw. It's going to be an incomplete pass on the throw to the right.
Hey, Mr. Quarterback down there, that's a throw that's got to go somewhere else. Double coverage was waiting for it. QB super fortunate that ball wasn't picked. And incompletion, still pretty good for the defense, too.
We'll try again from the 20 after the incompletion. Lamar now from the gun. It's his running back. And this is going to be a 4-yard gain. They're out to the 24. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off. Now to throw. He'll dump this one off to his running back, complete. And the pass is stopped before it can get to the first. Great tackle there to bring up 4th down. Desperation time here. Has his man, it's cut by Andrews. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they're still going to have 1 left at their disposal. Only 1 timeout remaining. They've got to work quickly here. It's 1st and 10.
Return. 180.
And again, it's Jackson. This is thrown towards a defender instead, and he's the one who makes a play on football. That's not what this offense wants. Incomplete on 1st down.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, it kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
Jackson yet again. It's caught. It's the Clemson rookie. This is going to be downhill. It's about the opposing 36 for their next snap. They get 23 on that one. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. Clock's still running as the Ravens try hurrying everyone off. Jackson's going to throw again. Trying to push deep downfield. Catch is made in close. And the stop is made 3 yards from the end zone. It's going to be 1st and goal. Timeout taken by the Ravens. That is their final one. And now they're powerless to stop that clock with a timeout at least.
At the 3-yard line.
Defense still reeling from that last play. Now they're defending 1st and goal from the 3. Again, it's Jackson to the air. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Taylor rapping to pick that one off. And the Bills are going to have it after his 2nd interception of the season.
Okay, that's far from the first time we've seen him throw into the wrong team, but this one was probably the most costly.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Well, looks like the defense jumps just before the snap there. He thought he had the timing down and could make the play, but just a hair too early.
319.
Victory formation here. Looks like they're going to take a knee on 1st down. Before the snap, some early movement. Let's see which side gets tagged with a penalty. Broke the plane before the snap, and that's going to give the offense some free yardage. This is a designed one for Allen. So it's the Bills who come away with the win. And it's not quite a full game shutout, Brock, but keeping that other side off the board in the 2nd half, that sure went a long way towards securing them this win. Made things a lot easier